In February, doctors diagnosed McCracken County's Tyson Asher with kidney disease. Eventually, he found out he needs a kidney transplant. As Adam Wells shows us, a 6-month journey is about to come to an end, thanks to help from the community and a special donation.
Tyson Asher has spent most of his life on the soccer field, but since being diagnosed with a kidney disease in February, he has had to step away from the game.
Not being out there, especially since it's my senior year, I just wish I could be out there and playing with them.
And he will be the first to tell you that these last 6 months have been rough.
Usually wake up, take a bunch of pills throughout the day. I just try not to think about it too much.
Hell's a good word. Nightmare is another good word. From diagnosis till now has been just 6 months.
But Tyson and his family have had support along the way, and no greater example of that was on display than tonight at St. Paul Lutheran Church.
Truly blessed to have all these people come out and support me, and I'm just grateful to have everybody out here.
Fundraisers like this one are nothing new here at St. Paul's, and when they found out about Tyson's diagnosis, they knew the best way they could help out him and his family was by offering up a simple plate of food.
This was one of our own that we felt needed help. Every bit of the money that we get stays with them.
But this nightmare is almost over, as Asher will receive a new kidney from the person he has leaned on the most, his mom.
It was magical, really. We were just filled with joy knowing that my mom will be able to give me her kidney.
As a mother, you try to protect your children, and I feel like I haven't been able to, and now I'm going to be able to save his life. You know, I'm saving my son's life.
And with the finish line in sight, Asher has just one goal in mind, and that's make it back on the soccer field. In Paducah, Adam Wells, WPSD, Local 6 Sports.
Surgery scheduled for October 9th.
He's back, and he's always there. He never really left in the first place. He just isn't here physically.
In the outfield, on his teammates' hats and uniforms, Preston Cope's legacy lives on. And now, thanks to Wilson Sporting Goods, his former teammates have gloves to go with them.
Knowing that someone as big as Wilson wants to invest time and money, it's just crazy.
I didn't really know how to take it. It didn't really sink in until we were on the computer, customizing them.
Each glove unique, but alike, with Preston's name and number stitched on the side.
Getting the chance to be able to basically play with him on my hand is a really big deal.
Tears come to my eyes. They're teammates, but they were like brothers too. And I know Preston will be so proud.
Preston's parents, Brian and Teresa Cope, were on hand to present each glove.
When we sat down and designed his glove, he was picky, and he wanted it to be right. He wanted it to be his, and it was. And same with these guys.
In the end, this is just leather and thread stitched together. But for the 27 players who received these special gloves today, they will forever mean so much more.
You know how much his glove meant to him, and now you have a chance with his name on it to make it mean a lot to you.
I'm gonna play with it until I can't play with it anymore.
To us, it's just another piece of Preston to have and cherish.
And another reminder that their teammate, although not on the field, will always be with them. In Marshall County, Adam Wells, WPSD, Local 6 Sports.
Well, just before last Thanksgiving, Hopkinsville baseball coach Blake Leach suffered a seizure while at school. Doctors discovered a small tumor on his brain. It was cancer. Leach now has regular doctor's visits and a long road ahead. And as our Adam Wells shows us, being able to coach this season has played an important role in his recovery.
There's good days and bad days. That's kind of something that I've wanted to preach to them.
6 months ago, Hopkinsville baseball coach Blake Leach had his worst day.
I wake up in an ambulance heading to the hospital here in Hopkinsville, found the mass, and said that they needed to have surgery pretty quick.
The mass contained cancer, but Leach was determined not to let it affect his life, especially the one on the baseball field.
I felt worse when I wasn't doing anything. So I feel like coming out here, I feel like it's helped me.
He acts like it doesn't exist. I think he just tries to keep it off his mind and enjoy life.
In most cases, it's the coach that helps the players, but in this situation, those roles are reversed, as every time Coach Leach steps onto this field in Hopkinsville, it's his players that allow him to forget what's going on with his health.
Whenever we have a good day, I think it distracts him. And even on bad days, it distracts him because he's worried about us.
A couple of my players down there during the surgery, a lot of high school kids in situations like that kind of try to push it away. They were making young man decisions.
He's always been there for me, so just to show my support to him, I went.
Leach is still undergoing treatment monthly, and so far everything looks great, and that is what he's focusing on.
The history of that tumor is that it always comes back. I'm lucky where I'm at, so as long as I can keep moving forward, I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can.
And he will enjoy it with the game and the people that mean the most to him. In Hopkinsville, Adam Wells, WPSD Local 6 Sports.
Several members of the Hopkinsville community have started GoFundMe accounts to help raise money for Leach and his medical expenses. Currently makes visits to his oncologist once a month for treatment.
Through their first 10 games this season, the Murray State Racers have shown they like to get up and down the floor and, most importantly, love to make big plays. Two of the players mainly responsible for those plays are Ja Morant and Shaq Buchanan, dubbed the Bounce Brothers. Both have a big connection on and off the court.
On the left side, Morant for the alley-oop dunk to Shaq Buchanan. Down to 8 seconds, Morant alley-oop. Lob dunk for Buchanan.
That's Bounce Bros. Oh, yeah. Bounce Bros.
It's a fitting name for Murray State's dynamic duo of Ja Morant and Shaq Buchanan, as both have turned making big plays on the court into an art form.
Alley-oop dunk to Shaq Buchanan.
I know that he can pass and I can catch anything around the rim, so I just make his job easy.
To understand how these two connect on the floor, you have to go back 2 years ago when they connected off of it.
We came on our visit together, so it started from there.
We used to talk over the phone about our games and stuff, and I guess that's how we got a feel of how each other play.
Morant in transition, dumps it in for the dunk to Buchanan.
I think Coach Mack just seen how we play, and he had to do something to find some plays for us to get out and do what we do.
When you have athletes like Shaq and Ja, I think both of them know just get the ball somewhere in the vicinity of the rim and the other guy will catch it and finish it. So they're a lot of fun to watch.
Each have provided some incredible plays both last year.
Belmont game.
Yeah, the Belmont.
I caught the lob from in the first half.
Alley-oop dunk to Buchanan.
And the same has continued this year.
The one at Auburn, when I threw it with the left and he caught it with the left hand.
And as for that Bounce Brothers nickname, well...
You gonna make t-shirts or anything like that?
My parents might get some.
Yeah, probably the parents.
Well, when I asked which was the better dunker, both said Ja following this dunk against Alabama earlier this year, but Buchanan said he's trying his best to top that, if at all possible.